Get ready for the dictation. Start. The last few decades have witnessed the changes and reforms in public policies and its implementation across the world. These changes may have different trajectories as there are different systems of government and adjoining programmatic interventions. But overall, one may encounter changes in strategies that have enabled governments to encourage and invite diverse actors and stakeholders to participate in the process of service delivery and governance. It also amounts to bearing responsibilities and sharing credit for success and blame for failures in the governance process. Indian media sector too witnessed significant changes as a result of governance policies during last 4 decades with the rise of 24/7 news cycle, television channels, newspapers, both English and regional, social media, emergence of platform-based economy, mobile telephony, and advancement in digitization processes, thereby transforming into a more competitive and more vulnerable economy of media production and delivery that subsequently have changed the landscape of media in India. Amid this burgeoning media landscape, Parthasarthi highlights the need to recognize the regulatory, organizational, and cultural conditions under which the media economy has emerged and constituted by decisions and decision making. Whereas, considering the complex terrain in which the media economy operates, we recognize that this intent is neither necessarily coherent nor imposed by a single set of forces/actors. At the same time, however, contested, negotiable, or contingent to the operative context of the media economy that may be in its daily practice is clearly established through a set of conscious actions. Those actions invariably reflect the imperatives of actors, both formal and informal, seeking to establish particular interests within the overall constitution of the sector. Therefore, this constitution is a product of both configuration of forces and evolving body of formal and informal rules. Although there have been profound developments in the domain of government, media, and the areas of their conjuncture over past few decades, even then we know very little about their nature of engagements. Further, we have very less knowledge about how the interaction between media and state is subsequently shaping the public policy, media industry, social media, ethos, and last but not the least, governance processes. At present, we only have some scattered accounts of bureaucratic strategies in hands to depicting the influence of communication media over behaviors of actors/experts in governance. As Das and Parthasarthi comment that the shifts in media policy engulfing India since 1991 have been guided neither by the creation of the necessary knowledge nor by market-related institutions. Instead, they are guided by a policy framework on the part of the state that can best be described as one of the strategic neglect. As a consequence, there is extensive fragmentation at all levels in the structure of policy making in the media and communication industry. Media policy making is being conducted without adequate input from independent quarters outside of government and industry. A cursory look at the members of various government and public-private committees set up to formulate or review aspects of media policy in different sectors over the last decade shows this quite clearly. Such advisory and oblique or decision-making bodies usually are constituted by representatives from relevant ministries, heads of trade bodies, and senior management from media firms. It is rare to see civil society representation unless the committee explicitly deals with the social sector, and academia is consistently conspicuous by its absence. There is a lack of concerted efforts to measure or evaluate the rationale, relevance, and impact of projects from independent quarters. In cases where policy evaluation processes are undertaken, these, while rarely being transparent, are short of systematic and consistent mechanism for obtaining informed inputs. Stop.
ठीक है, एक तो लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए, महाकाल का लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए। पूरा साल मेहनत करता हूँ आपके लिए बेटा, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा।